Hi there, my name is Tess Barrett and I'm a sophomore here at Ball State, and I'm a secondary English ed major. And the way that I landed here at Ball State is it's actually a really well-known school where I'm from. I'm from the south suburbs of Chicago, and kind of everyone back home knows Ball State, so it was a school I heard about a lot growing up, and then especially in high school. And initially I wanted to major in anything theater production, stage management, anything like that. And I knew Ball State was a really good school for it, as one of my friends from high school who's a few years older than me actually ended up here and was doing the same thing. But once I came to Ball State, I changed it to education, and I knew that Ball State was a good school for the arts as well as for anyone going into the education field. So that's kind of how I ended up here, and I knew I would be happy with either major that I chose as long as I ended up here, and I am. I'm very happy here. So as far as given the choice of anyone in the world, who would I have dinner with? I would probably have dinner with my favorite DJ slash music producer. His name is Jeff Abel, but he also goes by Excision. There's really no deep reason there. I really would just want to hang out with him, have dinner, and kind of just pick his brain. I have idolized him for a long time, and I am absolutely obsessed with his music. So I would just want to have dinner and hang out. So really no deep reason there. I would just kind of want to meet him and say what's up. And then if a crystal ball could tell me anything about my future, I would really want to know where I'm living, because that is something that's on my mind a lot, is kind of where I'm going to end up and what I'm going to be doing, but especially where I'm living. I don't know why it's such a big concern of mine, but I would really like to know where I land, state-wise, country-wise, anything like that. I'd also like to know if I like my job, if I have a job, if I like my life, if I'm successful, and kind of all that jazz that goes along with it. But that's what I'd want to know, if it could tell me. And if my house was burning down, and I had to pick one thing, I'd probably pick my baby blanket. I am 20 years old and I still have a baby blanket, and that is something that I have never lived down and probably never will. But I bring it with me just because it carries so much sentimental value, and I've had it for my entire life. So I would probably snag that and take it with me. And then one little known fact about me is that I was my high school's mascot. That's something not really anyone is going to know at first glance / meet, because that's not something I share all the time. It's not something you toss on a resume, but it is something that I did. I did it for 4 years, and I would get in the whole suit and that whole get up, and I'd go to all the sporting events and do all that, and I loved it. So that's usually my fun fact that I share if need be. And my biggest self-esteem issue going into COMM and just in general is I feel like I talk really fast, and I know I do a lot of ums and likes and uhs, and I know that's not ideal for public speaking as well as a public speaking class. So that's definitely something I would want to try to kick, or at least maybe be more conscious of, especially since we're going to be kind of watching our speeches back and doing all that. I just want to make sure that it's maybe something I can notice a little bit more often. And as far as why those are habits of mine, I couldn't really put a finger on it. It's an issue I've always had. I've always talked really fast, and I've always done the uhs and ums and likes and and the ums. So that's something I would really like to work on, especially being in this class. But yeah, that is me.